What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Darian, man. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. On this channel I talk about fragrances as well as fashion. So if you love to smell great, if you love to look good as well, then this is going to be a channel that I think you will enjoy. So if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and take another quick second to hit the bell icon as well, just to make sure you get notified when I upload new content on the channel. So guys, as I just stated, we talk about fragrances and fashion, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about on the video today. We're going to talk about both fragrances as well as a little bit of fashion. I went out recently and did a little bit of shopping, and so I wanted to do two things. I want to talk about two amazing fragrances that I picked up over the weekend on my trip to Atlanta. I had a great experience at the Neiman Marcus store down there in Atlanta. I'm going to talk about that. I got a chance to actually run into and meet some of my subscribers, which was a great experience. I will tell you more about that. And I'm also going to unbox a pair of brand new shoes that I got. I have to unbox these shoes on the channel because they are just a piece of artwork. And I want to show you guys these shoes that I got from a shoemaker called Carmina. So if you guys want to see what fragrances I got here about my trip to Atlanta, and also share with me as I unbox these shoes from Carmina, then you guys know the routine. You know how we get down. Keep it locked right here. All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this video. First and foremost, man, I actually took a trip to Atlanta this weekend with the missus. And of course, she was doing one thing, and so I had a little bit of time on my hands. And of course, what do? I go to the Lenox Square Mall there in Atlanta, and I went looking for a few new fragrances. So just quick story, guys. I went into the Neiman Marcus. I had my face mask on. I'm dressed down very casually because really when my wife goes to Atlanta and she's getting her hair done and these kind of things, I'm just kind of chauffeuring her. So I love it though because I get a few hours to myself just to do some fragrance shopping. So I think it's a fair exchange. So anyway, I go to the Neiman Marcus there at Lenox Square Mall in Atlanta. I'm looking around, I have my mask on. So one of the sales associates comes up to me and she's like, hey, do you need some help with anything? At the time, I'm looking at a few Byredo fragrances and I'm like, no, man, I'm good, just looking around a little bit. And she's like, hey, are you Bowtie Fragrance Guy? And I'm like, why, yes, I am. And I was just really surprised that she could tell who I was because, again, I'm wearing a face mask so you can only see my eyes. But she said that, you know, she recognized my eyes. She's a big fan of the channel. So shout out to Sandra Rose. She is an amazing sales associate there in the Neiman Marcus in Lenox Square Mall. So guys, if you're ever in Atlanta and you ever go to the Lenox Square Mall, make sure you stop into the Neiman Marcus store and say hello to Sandra because she is going to make sure that you're taken care of. She certainly made sure that I was taken care of while I was there in the store. I also got a chance to meet, strangely enough, a few other subscribers. There were several people that recognized who I was in the store just passing through. If I can remember names, I think there was a gentleman by the name of Les. He recognized who I was, and I had a conversation with him, had a chance to speak to Les. And also, there was a couple, John or Ryan. The email that he sent me said John. For some reason, I put Ryan in my phone because I wanted to remember his name. So John, Ryan, and his wife, Kristen. I had a chance to meet them as well. He said he was a big fan of the channel, so I wanted to shout out John. We actually took a picture together. If I can find it, I want to make sure I post it up here. But it was a pleasure meeting everybody that I had a chance to meet in the on my shopping experience there in Neiman Marcus in Atlanta in the Lenox Square Mall. I was thinking about trying to coordinate something, man, because I really enjoy meeting people that support my channel. I told John, we had a conversation, and I said, hey, he said, I didn't know how you would kind of be, you know, you would be kind of standoffish or whatever the case may be, but that's just not who I am by nature. And my thing is this, I understand without the subscriber base, without people that support and watch this channel, you know, what am I really doing? You know, who am I if I don't have people that support the channel and what I'm doing? So I'm thinking about maybe trying to coordinate with Neiman Marcus to do some kind of meet and greet. So, one moment. So if you are in the Atlanta area, maybe Atlanta or Georgia area, maybe South Carolina as well, and wouldn't mind traveling to the Lenox Square Mall in Atlanta and going to the Neiman Marcus and doing some type of meet and greet, comment down below. I'd love to see how many people I have that are in that area or in these areas that will be open to, if Mia and Miss Bowtie came down and had a chance to kind of meet and greet some of the subscribers in the Neiman Marcus down in Atlanta. If you would be interested in that, I would love for you to comment down below, because we would love to meet some of you guys, and I'll see what I may be able to do to coordinate that. I'm not sure, I haven't inquired yet, but we'll see. But anyway, let's get to the fragrances. So I picked up 2 fragrances. You see this bag says Givenchy. Some people say Givenchy. However you pronounce it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I picked up 2 fragrances that day, and both of these are relatively new releases. I think both were released. One was released maybe late last year or early this year, and one was definitely released very recently. But the 2 fragrances that I have, the Givenchy, however you want to pronounce it, has created like almost like a private line, just like you would see with Tom Ford, like you see with Christian Dior, YSL, some of these other fragrance houses. They've come out with their own kind of version of a private line. And the fragrance that I got is absolutely amazing. Miss Sandra Rose introduced me to this fragrance. Thank you so much, Sandra, for introducing me to this, because this is a sleeper, guys. The name of the fragrance is called Trouble Fête by Givenchy. And this again is from their new private collection. It is really simple, guys. What you get from this fragrance is fig, and there's a kind of toasted sesame accord. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of fig, but when I got Fico di Amalfi from Acqu Di Parma, that opened my mind up to fig. I started to really like it because I liked it in that fragrance. And this, to me, is even better than Fico di Amalfi, because you got the fig and you got this kind of sweetness that is coming from this sesame, toasted sesame accord in this fragrance. It kind of gives it a nutty, almost kind of gourmand twist to it, and I absolutely love it, guys. I can tell you now, this is going to be one of those highly complimented fragrances because the scent DNA is just so magnetic and compelling. Oh, I had to have this one when I put my nose on it. So this is something that is new. There are several fragrances in this new range from Givenchy, and this one to me was one of the best. There are several others that are really good, but guys, check this one out. I know Sandra did tell me that there's not many stores that carry it. I think there's the Atlanta store, maybe one in Houston, and I think she mentioned one other place that carries this fragrance. But if you can find it, check this one out. It's called Trouble Fête from Givenchy, and this is a new kind of private collection that they have. So this one is amazing, and this is brand new as well. Cartier has a new line as well called the Rivieras collection, and the one that I have is called Luxuriance. These retail for $113, and there are 3 fragrances in this collection, and from what I understand, they all were reminiscent of a river. And I don't remember the names of the other 2, but this one was my favorite of the 3. Again, it's called Luxuriance. Oh my gosh, this thing smells absolutely amazing. This stuff is really good. It's kind of green, but it's kind of, in a weird way, it's really green and fresh, but it kind of has a gourmand twist to this one as well. And when I looked at the note breakdown on this, I think they list the note of pistachio and mastic, which you guys know about Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. They used a coffee note, which was a pistachio variety. Mastic was in that as well. And they kind of use that similar accord in this fragrance. Although you get that green and freshness, you also get that kind of nuttiness that comes from the pistachio in this. And man, guys, this stuff is absolutely amazing, and it only retails for 113 bucks. Again, there are 3 fragrances in this Rivieras collection. All 3 of them, again, named after a river, or in light of a river. So check out these 3 fragrances again for 113 bucks from new collection from Cartier. So I was able to pick up those two fragrances this weekend, and I absolutely love both of them. Now, on to the unboxing. Guys, if you've never heard of this shoemaker, I highly recommend that if you're into men's wear, if you're into shoes, men's shoes, dress shoes, and things of that nature, you have to check this place out. This brand is called Carmina, and this is the box. Of course, this is another shoemaker out of Spain, which, you know, of course, if you're looking at some nice quality dress shoes, there are several shoemakers in Spain, and Carmina is one of the best in the business. So I'm going to unbox these shoes, guys, and we're going to talk a little bit about them because these are a gorgeous pair of shoes. All right, so let's take a look, guys. Inside the box, you get these nice shoe bags. You get 2 shoe bags to keep your shoes in. Taking care of a nice quality pair of shoes is very important. If you're going to invest in shoes, make sure that you take care of them. So in the box here, guys, these are the shoes, and I just want you to take a look at those. We're going to zoom in on these so you guys can get a great look at these gorgeous pair of shoes. Now, these shoes are in a burgundy museum color, and what museum is you'll see if you get close to these shoes, they're in a burgundy color, but they have a small light accents of a lighter burgundy color throughout these shoes, and it is beautiful. This is a punch cap toe Adelaide, and it's called an Adelaide because of the broguing, the shape of the broguing that goes around the laces of the shoes. It is absolute thing of beauty if you put your eyes, if you can feast your eyes on these shoes, man. If you look at the bottom of the shoes, it's definitely a leather, and it's closed, so you can't see the welt. These are Goodyear welted shoes, but you cannot see the welt because it is covered up by the leather on the shoes. This is a gorgeous shoe, guys. Absolutely gorgeous shoe. They are a thing of beauty. Now, these shoes are not inexpensive. These retail for $475. But the thing that's great about Goodyear welted shoes is that if you take care of these shoes, they are going to take care of you. Most cobblers, of course, are easily able to resole a pair of Goodyear welted shoes. So that is the advantage of investing in shoes. As you guys can see, and these shoes already have shoe trees in these shoes, and that's another thing. We're going to do some videos where we talk about really shoe care maintenance. I highly recommend, if you're going to invest money into a quality pair of shoes, that you definitely need to make sure that you invest into taking care of these shoes, because again, nice quality leather shoes that are constructed well will last you a lifetime if you take good care of them. So that's something that we're going to talk about in some later videos. We're going to talk about taking care of your shoes, how to take care of them, and some of the things that you need to be doing to make sure that you maintain the investment that you made if you're going to buy a pair of shoes like this. Now, as I said, guys, this is a punched cap toe Oxford shoe and a nice burgundy museum finish on these shoes, which is beautiful. Again, it has calf lining on the inside of the shoes. And the last that this shoe is made on, again, the last is just kind of the shape of the shoe, or the shape that the shoe is made on, is called a rain last. So a toe on it is kind of a soft square toe. But this is the last that Carmina recommends if you're going to be getting into really your first pair of shoes from this particular brand. They recommend the rain last because it's kind of one of the lasts that fits most people. So beautiful pair of shoes that I have here, guys. Again, we're going to be talking more on the channel about things like shoes and, again, suits and things of that nature. I have an amazing video coming up that's going to give you the A through Z on suits and the whole nine. So be on the lookout for that kind of content. But guys, I had to show you this beautiful pair of shoes from Carmina. Beautiful shoes. And again, if you're going to invest into a nice quality shoes, make sure that you are taking care of your shoes. So guys, that's it. That's my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today. As always, I appreciate your time and attention to these videos because, of course, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with me. And I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe, and share these videos out to folks that you think could use this information or find me entertaining, because I'm your guy, Darren, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side.